Welcome to our online class organized by Dr. Khastukir Government Girls High School. Hello, dear learners and honorable viewers. How are you? And how is everything going on? Hope all of you are hale and hearty. I am also well, and everything is going on fine with me by the grace of Almighty Allah. Here, I want to give my introduction. I am with you, Tauhida Armana, Assistant Teacher English, Dr. Khastukir Government Girls High School, Chattogram. Today, my class is on English grammar and it is for the students of class 10. Look at the slide. Read the following passage and notice the underlined words. Before reading the passage, I would like to discuss something with you. All of you are familiar with perceived speech. This is a very familiar topic. Since class 3, 4, 5, 6, you have been reading this perceived speech. So, dear learners, in a sentence, there are various words. You know, every single word we use in a sentence is called part of speech. And parts of speech are of 8 kinds. They are noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. Now, students, you have to find out the name of the underlined words in this passage. I am now reading the text. Being a student of class 10, I am now reading in a high school. I admitted myself into this school after completing my primary education from a village school. It was my parents who decided on this school. However, I love my school very much and have made friends with many students of my class. Now, dear students, have a look here. So, can you tell me what kinds of parts of speech of, in, into, after, from, with are? I know you know the answer. It is preposition and they are all prepositions. So, our today's lesson is on prepositions. Learning outcomes. By the end of the lesson, you will be able to say the definition of preposition, use preposition practically in your real life situation, develop your written skill using preposition. Okay, now next. Now we have to know what is preposition. Let's see. Here, pre means before and position means place. So, preposition means before place. Before what? before noun or pronoun. So, a preposition is a word placed before a noun or pronoun to show its relation to some other words in the sentence. In other words, we can say a preposition is a modifying word that modifies other noun or pronoun. Is it clear to you? Now, look at this slide. Now we will know the kinds of preposition. Prepositions, mainly prepositions are of two kinds. They are simple preposition and complex or phrasal preposition. A single word preposition is called a simple preposition, and complex preposition, it is called complex preposition because it consists of more than one word. We can also call it phrasal preposition. Okay? You can find other types of prepositions such as double preposition, participle preposition, various types of preposition, compound preposition. But there are two kinds of preposition mainly. They are simple preposition and complex preposition. Today we will discuss some simple prepositions. Here is a list of some simple prepositions like about, above, after, among, before, behind, by, down, from, in, of, on, out, ever, to, up, under, with, and various types of preposition. These are some simple prepositions. Now, dear students, we will discuss some simple prepositions and their right use in a sentence. Now, our first preposition is at. Number 1, to point out specific time, we use at, such as, he will meet you at 8 p.m. Here, 8 p.m. is specific time. Before this specific time, we use at here. Now, number 2, before a particular place, we use at, such as, there is a party at the clubhouse. Other words, at stadium, at school, we can also use preposition at before stadium, school, and various types of particular place. Number 3, to indicate direction before something or someone. Here is an example. He rushed at the army. Where did he rush? He rushed at the army. Okay. There are other examples of this type of preposition, such as, he is gazing at me, or she is looking at me. Here, looking at me means someone's direction. Okay. Now, number 4, before the name of a road with house number, we use at. Usually, we use in before any road name, before any name of a road, but when we indicate the number of a name of a road with house number, we use at before that number, such as he lived at 89 Mirpur Road, Dhaka. Now, number 4, before public holidays or festivals, we use at, such as I will see you at Eid al-Fitr or Durga Puja or Christmas or Pohela Boishakh, festivals or public holidays. Now, number 6, to indicate someone's skill or efficiency. To indicate skill or efficiency in something or in some subjects. Suppose someone is efficient in something, what do we use? We have to use at before that noun or pronoun. He is good at English. We can also say he is good at mathematics or he is good at cooking. We can also use at, in before this type of sentences. Number 7, before a large place or city, if it is a point on a journey. Usually, before a large place or city, we use in, but if it indicates a point on a journey, we use at. Suppose we have to change our bus at Dhaka. Okay. Have a look here. Now, the use of in various places. Number 1, before seasons, months, decades, centuries, we use in. Examples are given here. I spent 2 months in England in or during summer. Here we can in or during before this season, the name of the season. Another example, I was born in March 1970. Before the name of month. Number 2, before unspecific time during a day. Examples, I usually get up from bed early in the morning. This is in the morning. This is an unspecific time. This is not a particular time. Okay, this is part of the day. Okay, we can also say, I usually go to play in the field in the evening. And I can also say, I take my lunch in the afternoon. So, before morning, evening, afternoon, we use in. But there is an exception here. See, we work by day but sleep at night. I do not use in before night because before night we have to use at. This is an exceptional case. Okay. Now, number 3, before village or town or country, continent, world, we use in. Suppose my hometown is Los Angeles, which is in California. Okay. Now, number 4, to indicate front or backside of any vehicle, such as please sit in the front of the car. Okay, sit in the front of the car. I can also say please sit in the front of the car. Don't sit in the back of the car. Now, number 5, to indicate permanent job of somebody. Suppose my brother is in politics or my brother is in army. It is his permanent job. Another example, They are at work now. Why we use at here? Because it's not a permanent job. It's a temporary action. We can also say the boys are at play now. Okay. When we like to indicate any permanent job, we have to use in. And when we are talking about any temporary action, we have to use at. Before that, noun or pronoun. Number 6, to indicate any surrounding area, we use in. Suppose the students are in the classroom or they are in the tent. It is a surrounding area. But to indicate movement or change of condition, we use into, such as don't wait outside, come into the house. The house is a surrounding area, but there is a movement here and the condition is changing here. Okay, that's why we use into before the house. Another example, water changes into vapor. The condition is changing here. Water is changing into vapor. Now, I am moving to my next slide. Here is another preposition on. I know all of you know about the use of this preposition, but you have to practice more and more to be very much particular about using this type of preposition. Now, on. Number 1, before particular day, date or special day, we use on. Suppose the meeting was held on Monday. Okay. Another example, I can give you another example. My birthday is on 6th December. Okay. Now, number 2, before horizontal or vertical surface, we use on. Here are some examples here. He sat on the bench in a park. It indicates horizontal surface. It indicates horizontal surface. Now another example, don't write anything on the wall. This indicates vertical surface. Okay. Now number 3, before vehicles which are moving at that moment, we use on before that vehicle. Suppose they are on the train to Dhaka. The train is going on and the train is moving on. That's why we use on before the train. But usually before vehicles, we use by to indicate uh, trouble. To indicate trouble somewhere, we use by. Number 4, to indicate aim or purpose, subject matter, we use on or about. Suppose, write a paragraph on or about your school. You can say write a paragraph on your school or about your school. Both of these are correct. Now, he is careless about his health. Okay. Number 5, we use on indicating a basis, ground, or reason. Suppose, he has done it on my word. I can give you another example, such as he has arrested on a charge of theft. He has arrested because on the reason basis on the theft. Okay. Now another preposition by. Number 1, to indicate the means of travel or transport that I have mentioned earlier. To indicate the means of travel or transport, we use by. I am going to Sylhet by train or by bus. But here is another example. Look at this example very much carefully. My father went to Dhaka in a new car. Here, the car is a vehicle, but it indicates a particular vehicle. That's why we use in. Number 2, to indicate the way of payment, we use by. You will get your payment by credit card. I can also tell you another example. He gets his salary by check. Okay. Now, number 3, to indicate a point of time, that means before the time ends up, we use by. But before, we have already learned that before a particular time, we use at. But a point of time, that means before the ending of the time, we use by. Suppose he will finish his work by 5 p.m. That means within 5 p.m. he will finish his work. Now, number 4, to indicate someone's birth, marital status, or profession, we use by. Susan is an Italian by marriage. I can give you another such example. My uncle is a politician by profession, or my father is a professor by profession. Okay. Now I am moving to my next slide. Here is with. Simple preposition with. Number 1, to indicate the association company of somebody, we use with. He went there with his father, or she went to the party with her mother. Number 2, to indicate any instrument to do something, we use with. Like, he killed the man with a knife. Okay, dear students, I can give you another such example, such as remove the lid with an opener. You can cut your cloth with scissors. Here is another sentence. The Taj Mahal was built by Shah Jahan. To indicate any person, here no instrument is used, but here we indicate any person who has built something. In this case, we use by. Number 3, to indicate separation, we use by. Such as he was dispensed with his service. Number 4, with the meaning of because of or on account of, we use with. Such as he was trembling with fear. Okay, here on account of, here the word means he was trembling with fear, he was trembling on account of fear. Number 5, to indicate manner. Manner means quality of someone, that could be good or bad. Here, to indicate manner, we use with. Here is an example. He heard me with sympathy. he. So, another sentence, he looked at me. He looked me with smile. Okay. Now, another preposition of. Number 1, to indicate relationship and possession, parts and portion, we use of. Here, Helen is a friend of mine. Here, Helen is a friend of mine indicates relationship. Another sentence, this is the house of my uncle. Here, it means possession. Number 2, to indicate material used to make something, such as this is a house of stone, or this chair is made of wood. Number 3, to give an opinion to somebody's conduct, such as it is kind of you to help me. Number 4, to indicate the cause of something. Here is an example. The man is died of cholera. Here, the man is died because of cholera. Here indicates the reason of his death. Now, dear students, here is another preposition. Have a look here. Here, the preposition is for. Number 1, to indicate the purpose of any work, we use for. He left for London, or my father left for Chittagong. My mother left for Rajshahi, etc. Number 2, to indicate the price of something, we use for. He bought a book for taka 125. We can also use at before this price. We can use he bought a book at taka 125 or for taka 125. Number 3, to indicate aim, goal, and target, we use for. He died for his country. Okay. Number 4, to indicate cause, choice, or preference, we use for. He has a taste for classical music. She has a taste for classical music. Here it means preference. And number 2, he got a prize for his bravery. Here is the cause. He got the prize because of his bravery. Number 5, before a period of time, we use for, such as my father was in hospital for 2 weeks. Before a point of time, since or from is used, such as I have known her since January 1990, but since is used only in perfect tense, and I was waiting here from 6 o'clock, and from is used in all tense. Here is the basic difference between the use of since and from. Here, 2 prepositions are here, over or above. Number 1, when one thing is at a higher level than another, we use above or over. Example here, they built a new room over or above the garage. But to indicate the condition of things which have pace or movement, we use over, not above. Here is an example. He threw the ball over the wall. Here, the ball has pace. That's why we use over here, not above. Number 2, we use over when one thing covers or touches another. Here is a sentence. He put on a coat over his shirt. Here we use over because the coat, he put the coat over or over the shirt which covers his shirt. Number 3, we use above in measurements of temperature and height, such as the summit of Everest is about 8,000 meters. above the sea level. Number 4, we use over to mean more than in respect of age and speed, such as there were over 10,000 people at the festival. Here means more than 10,000 people. That's why we use over here. Here are also two prepositions, during and while. During is used before noun and while is used before the verb of the subject. We met a lot of people during our holiday. Here, during is used before the noun holiday. Now, another sentence, we met a lot of people while we were on holiday. Here, while is used before we on holiday. That is the subject of the noun. The subject of the verb. The verb of the subject. We use while before the verb of the subject. Now, let's practice what we have learned till now. Review. We have learned the correct use of some simple prepositions. Now, we will try to fill in the blanks with those types of preposition. Try to remember those rules. The plane stops for an hour, dash, London. What do we use here? What we have to use here? Okay. We have to use at here because the plane has pace and movement. That's why we use at here. Number B, I ought to go back to dash tomorrow. We have to use by here because by the end of tomorrow, we have to, because it indicates by the end of the time, not by the end of the time, within the time limit. That's why we use by here. Number C, he has a liking for tasty dishes. Okay. Number D, I will try to phone you dash the meeting. Okay. We have to use during here because when we say that something happens before the end of the event or activity, we use during. I will try to phone you during the meeting. It means before the end of the meeting or before the end of this activity. That's why we use during here. Number E, don't part dash such a good pen. Here means here the word indicates some separation. So we have to use with here. Number F, today's temperature is dash 42 degree Celsius. What we have to put here? Yes, before temperature, we have to use above. Now, number G, dash your advice I applied for the job. Now, what we have to put here? Yes, we have to put on here. On your advice, I applied for the job. Because on your request or on your advice, I applied for the job. That's why we use on here. Number 8, I went to office dash my new car. Usually we use before any vehicle, when we travel with any vehicle, we use by, but when we indicate any special vehicle, we use in. Number I didn't feel very well that week. Can you guess what we have to put here? Yes, we don't have to put any preposition here because we don't use at, in, on, or any kind of preposition before each, every, some, all, these, that, last, next, tomorrow, yesterday. Remember this. Here, that week. So we don't have to put any preposition here. Now, our last sentence, Mr. Rahman divided his properties dash his 4 sons. When we indicate any relation between two person or thing, we use between, and when we indicate any relation between any relation in more between two person, more than two person things, we use among. Here, what we have to use here, it is an exception. We have to use between here, which is not according to our rule, because when more than two person or things are considered as individual, we have to use between here. Okay, these 4 sons are individual. Okay, they are individual person, that's why we use between here. Okay, dear students, we have practiced a lot. Try to remember the rules of preposition. We have to use those preposition in correct places. All of you know these rules of correct use of preposition, but try to practice this preposition at home. It will help you a lot in your real life situation. Okay, I have come to my last portion of the class. Here is your homework. You are the students of class 10. I know you don't have to prepare any assignment. That's why I am giving you a homework. Write a paragraph about the life of a farmer by using the following prepositions: in, of, from, during, for, to, etc. In your paragraph, you have to use these kinds of simple preposition. Okay. Now, dear students, I am at the end of my class. I would like to say goodbye and see you next. Okay. Khuda Hafiz and Assalamu alaikum to you all.